This book is a very rare book in every Maserati enthusiast bookshelf. Which is Vittori Maserati, which has been the yearbook, which has been done at the end of '54 for remembering all the steps of the Maserati history and with the results and so on.
It's really beautifully done, work of art.
And here I have some of my collection of automobilia stuff. Posters, movie posters. These are posters connected with the modern history. 1946 Circuito di Modena racing in the city. This because there was a crash in 1947 edition. There were some spectators who were killed. Therefore, Modena built an autodrome, which was inaugurated in 7 May 1950. This is the poster of the inauguration. And here there are some Maserati stuff, and this is Maserati battery brochures, which show an A6 1500, show a Maserati electric truck, and the batteries. Here is the very first Maserati posters, 1940, with the all the name of the racing drivers. This was a small poster for candele, for spark plugs. This is a collection of enamel signs for gasoline, tires, and petrols, and so on. This is another collection of movie posters connected with racing cars, or where the car is really important for the movie. This is one of the drawing tables which were used at the Maserati factory by the technicians to draw the cars. And this is a collection of oil and petrol cans. The oil was very important in the automobile history. It's not like today, that today nobody is consuming oil anymore.
Yes.
But in the old days, in the old cars, every 500 kilometers, normally the cars needed 1 liter of oil.
Yes.
Therefore, was very high consumption items. And there was no television at the time. For the marketing was very important the packaging. So therefore, the design which were used on the cans were by the most famous designer of the time.
This looks like beautiful olive oil. It doesn't look like
yes,
car oil.
This is the young Ettore Bugatti. This is 99 approximately, because when he built the Tipo 2, which was the car he introduced, was 901, introduced in the Milan Fair in 901, he was hired by the German to design cars in Germany. He was only 20 years old, therefore, according to the Italian law, he was not in condition to undersign any contract, because it was 21, the age necessary. So therefore, his father signed the contract on his behalf. And this is him, very elegant, with this kind of... so he was living in the Brera, how we call it, Quartiere Brera, in Milan.
Neighborhood.
Which was the home of all the artists, of the museums, everything. And his family was heavily involved in art. His grandfather was an inventor, his father was a designer of furnitures, of jewelries, of silvers. his brother, my younger brother, Rembrandt,
Yes.
became one of the most important animalist, sculptor of animals. And you may remember that the elephant, which is on the Royal Radiator, is designed by Rembrandt himself.
Yeah.
And there is a legend which say that Ettore realized that his younger brother had better skills than him in the art. Therefore, he said, "We have already a Bugatti who is a good artist. Therefore, I dedicate myself to a different field, which was automobile."
Right.
And that is the start of his legend. And this is my studio. There is some books and some memorabilia, and these are two Maserati items for a child. This one is one-off piece, which is the Formula One, built in after Moss won the European Grand Prix in '56 in Monza. This car was built by Fantuzzi. Is a one piece of aluminum, all the monocoque in aluminum with.
Real Fantuzzi.
Yes, this is real Fantuzzi. And then Maserati decided to build a small series of sport cars like 200S. So the styling is. This is the one. Most probably was the prototype of this small series. And they built a series, nobody know how many, most probably was around 15 of these cars.
So this is la Giovanna Dama Rossa.
No, it's
Not the Dama Bianca.
And I was able to retrieve this specific one in Portugal. And then I found also the copy of the invoice because it was sold to a customer from Portugal who ordered the 3500 GT Touring, and together this car. And therefore, in the same file of the 3500 GT, I found also a copy of this invoice. Now I know of there are 3 existing in the world. This one, another one which is in a collection in America.
Postcards.
Postcard related to oil. Because in the old days, there was no telephone. So the people was writing a letter or writing a postcard. The post was delivered twice a day, in the morning and the afternoon. So therefore, if you had to make a very quick message, you will use a postcard or the letter for. So the producer of oil and gas were distributing this free because it was a way to do marketing.
Publicity, yeah.
Publicity. And you see there are thousands of them touring. Standard oil. And they were using the same kind of design as they were using in the postcard.
Some of these cans are so beautiful. It's really art, huh?
They were done by the art. This is Nizzoli, the design of this, which has been used later by Fiat, etc. This is Nizzoli one, which was an artist, a very famous artist in the 30s. This is old.
All these you find in like Mostra, in Imola, and Padova. It's becoming harder, probably.
Difficult.
Well, they're all here.
Yeah.
Difficult.